arrive in this place on Calvary, we too easily lose sight of where this journey began. Back in the desert where Jesus faced down the temptations. And so it is that we end here right where we started, with Jesus refusing to put his own self-interest first. This is how he lived, consistently, willing to risk his own social standing to speak to the woman at the well, risk his own credibility by healing on the Sabbath, risk his own health by reaching out and touching lepers, risk his own freedom by driving the money changers from the temple. Say what you will about this man, Jesus, but he was consistent. Never did he put his own comfort and security ahead of what was right and just. But we do. We often do. We live with dissonance and contradiction. Thus, on one hand, we will fight the pro-life fight and seek to end abortion, while on the other hand, we advance economic policies that lead to the starvation of millions of children. We will come into this church and stand before the altar and promise before God to love and honor our spouses all the days of our lives. And then we will turn around and say mean, hurtful, manipulative, and sometimes abusive things to that same spouse. We will boast, give us your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to be free. And then we will close our doors to suffering refugees seeking peace. We will profess that each person is created equally in the image and likeness of God. And yet, we will live out and advocate for systems of education and economics and justice that are clearly racist. We will believe in generosity, but give from our want rather than from our need. We will profess a gospel of love and live lives of fear. If you are looking for the root of all evil, it is not money or promiscuity or atheism. It is this willingness within each person to live with self-contradiction, to live divided, to live with dissonance. And it is this inner hypocrisy that we carry with us and Jesus refused to accept, that is the source of all hatred, all conflict in the world. It starts in a self-contradicting heart, permeates our lives, and resonates into our world. This is the original sin. And this is the sin for which Jesus suffers and dies. You see, each time we choose to advance our own comfort, our own security, our own self-interest in a way that makes it a priority over someone else's well-being, we contribute to and even sometimes directly cause another person's suffering. Jesus refused to do this. Not once, not ever. Not once, not ever did Jesus contribute to or cause another person's suffering. He preferred to take that suffering on himself. He preferred to live a whole life, undivided. And so we come back here to this place, this moment on Calvary, every year. But we also relive it every week, perhaps even every day. But there is hope for humanity. There is hope for humanity as long as there is one person who is willing to put the love of others, the well-being of others, above his own comfort and security. And we will each continue to come back here year after year until each one of us also finds the spiritual courage, strength, and fortitude to also be that person.